This is breaking news. This started breaking late yesterday. So first, Lil Durk has been arrested and charged with murder for hire. Now, I want to back it up a bit. So previous to Lil Durk being arrested, there were 5 other men that were arrested late Thursday evening. And these 5 men were 5 men that are reportedly connected to OTF, which is Lil Durk's I don't know what we call it. That's his label. That's his group. That's his entourage. That's his crew. So these are OTF members, and they were indicted by the feds in California. Now, these 5 men that were indicted are facing charges of conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire resulting in death, as well as the use of, carry, and discharge of firearms and a machine gun in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. Now, the death that is being referred to here by these 5 men is the cousin of rapper Quando Rondo. Now, if you guys remember, some years back, King Von, who was also a brother very close to Lil Durk, was killed in an incident in Atlanta. He was shot and killed after there was a fight that broke out. The person and the people involved in that were connected to Quando Rondo, and there's been just this huge back and forth between the two, directly, indirectly, since that happened. So what the feds are alleging is that following all of that, this retaliation, there was a retaliation that was planned allegedly by the OTF members to get back at Quando Rondo to kill him, and they were hired to do so allegedly, but that went wrong, and instead they killed Quando Rondo's cousin in LA on accident. Now, forwarding it to Lil Durk. So when this news broke, of course everybody is wait, so what's going to happen with Durk, right? So then a few hours later, it was confirmed via the Broward County Jail website, and as of 6:55 a.m. today, this is Friday, October 25th, Lil Durk is still in custody in the Broward County Jail. Per their jail online system, we have the online system records here. So
what's the charge?
The charge, he is listed as, he's being charged with murder for hire. He is being held, the description says he's being held for U.S. Marshals. And whenever you are listed as being held for U.S. Marshals as an inmate, that means that, yes, you are being extradited. You are a federal prisoner, but you're just being locked up by a local agency who is working with the feds to ensure that you get to where you need to go. So they're going to, I'm sure, going to take him to California, where the other 5 men are being indicted at. This time, there's no bond amount, of course, because he's being extradited, and there is a mugshot that was released as well too. So,
and it's not the feds, right? We said it's the.
So Broward County Jail is not the feds, but when you are in custody of or being held for U.S. Marshals, that means that you are a federal prisoner. So this is a federal situation that he will be involved in. Now, there is no more details on the actual murder for hire charges. A lot of us reporters and just people are kind of piecing things together because his crew members get the murder for hire indictment, and then he gets locked up in Florida local agency murder for hire. So we're putting 2 and 2 together. But I'm pretty sure by the time, I would say latest 9 a.m., we'll hear more. I have reached out to 2 attorneys that were listed for Durk. I reached out to reps for him yesterday who immediately told me no comment. So I knew something was going down. This was before he even popped up in the jail system. So I was just kind of looking out to see what would happen.
Was he part of one of the 5 initially? Or was it?
No, the 5 are separate from Durk, altogether. But this is just you never want to see something like this happening, right?
That's
but I think
very
unfortunate. But also I think the timing is insane because Durk just tweeted not too long ago, maybe a month ago, about everybody getting a second chance at life because his background was completely wiped. He said everybody should get second chances at life. It's about what you do with it. My background wiped clean of all cases. I'm not a felon anymore. Who would have thought? I want to thank everyone who helped push my vision forward. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And since then, he's actually been doing a lot of community stuff. He recently, for his birthday is October, I believe it's October 19th or the 18th, he held a huge prayer visual, a day of unity in Chicago, right before his big concert that he normally does. I think it's called Durk and Friends in Chicago, which was there were tons of people there. It was all over the place. So the timing of all this is just whoa.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I pray it's not true. I don't have an opinion until I get more information. But if it's true, that would be incredibly sad.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think anybody can really have an opinion until this is, you know what I mean? We got to see what happens. But as we've seen in the indictment of Young Thug, these things take time. So it's now he's going to be there away from his family, his kids, all of that until all of this is sorted out. So we will keep you guys updated. Again, I mentioned that I did reach out to some Some people on Durk's side just trying to figure out. Also, reach out to, because I was confused about where he was also at. I thought it was going to be in Chicago or California, and I was reaching out there, and he's in Florida. So we'll keep you guys updated and let you know, what else is going to be happening. Because man, never want to see it, but this is what's yeah. Now I have a question for you though. If all of this, because I was thinking about this too. When they do these big indictments, they try and connect you any way possible, the smallest to the largest, and they're alleging that they use OTF money to arrange flights and all these different things to acquire weapons to do all of this. If they cannot directly connect Durk and he is let go free, even if Thug is let go free and all the stuff he's looking at in Georgia right now, how does this impact them career-wise? Like, because we normally when people throw charges at you and things like this, it sticks, even if you're not proven guilty, right? How does this impact them? Or does it?
Is it what you mean? I have no idea. I don't do those type of things. I have no idea what you mean.
I mean, just so what I'm asking is like, okay, for instance, and had nothing to do with murder, but just looking at like and I'm asking specifically black men, right? Just looking at like a Jonathan Majors,
okay,
right? Jonathan Majors.
Oh, for Durk, it won't. I mean, for somebody like Durk, I don't think this will have any effect on him because he's a rapper.
And you know what I was thinking about how crazy that is, right?
He's a rapper. I mean, he's like, rappers make their money off shows and record sales, and consumers still support.
But also a big thing,
and they have no reason not to support him. He's innocent until proven guilty.
I know, but I'm saying, right? Even though he's innocent until proven guilty, if he walks away from this clean, hey, they brought him in, but they can't link him to anything.
Yeah, that's what I would hope, because this could be a situation where those guys got picked up and decided to implicate Lil Durk for whatever reason.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but that could be the case.
But remember the other day we were talking about the ex-CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch. We actually mentioned that earlier this morning, Morgan did.
Who's out on $10 million bond, and the story has gone away just like I told y'all it would 48 hours ago.
And what I think is so crazy is when you look at like again, the charges are different, but like a Jonathan Majors, I don't think his career will ever, the trajectory will always be different because of, his case that he went through, right? But when you look at like a Lil Durk, if Lil Durk walks away from this clean, and even if not, and hopefully he does, but even if not, and then he returns, he's gonna be almost like glorified in a different way because he's a rapper, and the different imagery and brand stuff that people throw on these rappers and artists. It's just crazy how all of that works and goes. And I don't know.
You talking about the double standard that exists within the media?
100%. But media,
how they can demonize and villainize people when they choose to.
100. I swear on the write-in, I'm like, man, that's crazy. It's like,
but we don't.
He'll be glorified by some, victimized by others.
But once again, we don't
know anything.
We shouldn't even have an opinion because we don't have that much information.
We don't. Yeah. But just some thoughts I had this morning when I was, looking into all this writing and like, man.
I get it.
Yeah, but we'll keep you guys locked. So, stay right here for all of the news and the updates because we will have them.